This time I will focus on the second sequence, Złoją Lanja I. Left and right lazy about tying cord. Okay, let's start from the preparatory posture, the starting sequence. Okay, here I completed the starting sequence, first sequence, and I start second sequence. The most important part of the Lanja I, lazy about tying code, is the movement, which we already practiced as one of the basic exercises. When practicing form, after this main movement, we have this additional closing movement. It is said that it was introduced by Master Hao Wei-jen, who was one of the main disciples of the EU. And we do this 2 times. Left, right. Diagonal left, diagonally right. So after I do it a bit to the left, including this closing movement, I turn a little bit and I repeat the same movements to the right. When we do the Qi starting sequence, body sinking down, hands pressing down, but the last part there's also some idea of upward force, then I stop pressing down with my palms. Okay. So there is some more idea of some sinking, Sun Chen, relaxed sinking. When I do this, I change a little bit position of my palms, looking already a bit to the left, in the direction where I will start pushing in a moment. So here, then shifting weight to the right leg, turning to the right. This movement, you see, even if I don't do any hands movement, my hands moving to the right together with my body. But actually there's some downward movement with my hands. Okay, so it's some taking, some pulling, some pressing down. So again, there is some idea of upward force. Then I stop pressing down, body sinking, hands moving up. Pang. Making the step, like in the basic practice. Shifting weight, slightly turning, left, turning, palms from closing to open. This palm on the same line as this foot and above this foot, looking in direction parallel to direction of this foot, this palm. This palm center more to the front, not like this, but like this. So when I complete this main part of Lanja E, I do the closing movement, which was, as it is said, this was introduced by Harvey Jan. So it will look like this. Here, there's again so-called relaxed sinking down, Sung Chan. This Sung Chan is directed toward front foot. At the same time, my palms are moving down, body hand. But then, here, there's some slight idea of pressing down. So also there is some reaction, some upward force. And close. Shifting weight to front leg. After this, outward movement, more inward movement, like this. Palms not to the front, but as if embracing something round. And when doing this part, pulling back foot. Heel up, only front part, ball of this foot is on the ground. Sinking down, some idea of upward force, close. Let's do it once more. So, this is half of the sequence. I completed Zuo Lanja. Lazy about tying coat to the left. Now it will be to the right. From here, so after I completed this first part, now here is the main direction. I was doing this in this direction, but now I will turn and do next action in this direction. So I need to turn. Here we do turning on heel of right foot. Here is this axis for this movement. So this is very typical for Wu style, but also for some old lines of Yang style, to turn of the solid leg, not first shifting weight to the other leg, then turning, then shifting the weight again, but it's very often this, turning with weight on the leg on which is axis for this movement. Now from this direction you turn to this direction, but turning of foot shouldn't be too big, just very small. And when you do this, hands will change position. Right moving up, left moving down. So it becomes such position. And from here, turning to the left, some pressing down. So again there is some upward force. You could do some standing up, especially when you start learning. And then you stop pressing down. Okay, so it's relax, close. sinking down, hands moving up. Then moving this foot outside, like in the basic Lanjai practice. The main movement, sinking toward front foot, some idea of upward force, closing. Now, once more, you can have a look from the side. When introducing Lanjai as one of the Jibengung basic exercises, I explained the idea of Dinpabu position, which should be a bit wide, shouldn't be narrow. It's important here when you practice Lanjai in the form. You do this and now. If I push in this direction, I moved my foot in that direction, my heel, my toes pointing the same direction, and I push in the same direction. This will become narrow posture. So when heel is moving there, toes not pointing there, but somewhere in this direction. So when I shift weight, I move in this direction, I push in this direction. This will become wider position. One of the reasons why it is important here is because it's very difficult to do Sung Chen in the last part if the posture is too narrow. If you do this and now you try to do sinking, you will feel that something is blocking you. It's not comfortable. If you will do it properly in the wider position, it's much easier to do this sinking down, relaxed sinking here. Also, it's important that the angle between your both feet is big enough. They shouldn't be too much parallel. Again, if they are too much parallel, here, especially in ankle, back foot, you will feel some problem. If the angle is like, it's much easier to do this sinking. This is especially important with the second part, to the right, when you turn. Because when you turn left foot too much, then, okay, you see, here it's not just parallel, the angle became like this, so it's even worse. So it's important to turn this foot just a little bit and put this foot, this heel in such direction that you arrive at this position, which is quite wide. Once more, please have a look. I will demonstrate first two sequences, Qi Shi and Zuo You Lan Jia Yi.